Hey friends, it's Simone. Welcome to another Snippets from my desk video. I just feel like I need to make them. I filmed a video earlier about my hypothetical reduction of fountain pens, but that's not enough. I need to get into my journals, and so I want to take you along because that's just how I don't feel so alone. This is my quick outline. I think I have 3 ABC as well. I need to add that. So I want to update my reading journal. I want to share a planner update. I think these two will be, while I'm on this planner revival journey, will be staples here. Then I want to show you what came in my Extravagant Hope kit. Oh, kit, that's not true. My Extravagant Hope mailer. I want to show you what I did on Thursday. And lastly, I want to update my journal. Hopefully with you. If this part is too long, then I will do this by myself, unfortunately. I'm gonna put this up here and update my reading journal. I think I already started Mercury last week and talked about it last week when I filmed my last video. So Mercury by Amy Jo Burns. I loved this book. This came up in various different podcasts. I heard it on, I think, Sarah's Bookshelves Live. I heard it on From the Front Porch. So when they talked about upcoming releases, this was released in January of 2024, and I was able to listen to it just now. It became available from the library during the beginning of April. And this week, I also listened to quite a few reading podcasts, and they again talked about plot-driven books or novels versus character-driven novels. Plot-driven, I did not look up the definition, but that's how I understand those, are where a lot of action is happening in the book. The plot drives the story forward. So what is happening in this book is driving the book. And character-driven books are more about how the person changes over time, where nothing really much happens, but from the outside, there is no accident, there's no extremely big story happening here. What is the main focus of the story is how this character changes. And I used to think that I was someone who enjoys plot-driven books a lot. And while the memory of Mercury was still so fresh, I started to rethink, because I really loved Mercury and nothing really happens besides the fact that a girl grows up to become a woman, and you see the people that she influences, how they change over time, which basically I would define as a character-driven novel. And so I was super surprised to realize that I really enjoyed this. And then I looked back at the books from 2023 that I really loved. The books that share top 1 are Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin, and then The Measure by Nikki Ehrlich. And please let me know if I'm completely off the charts here, but I believe those both of those books are also character-driven novels. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow is a story about a friendship. The Measure is the story about different people and what they would do, how they change when something like being able to know how long you will live would be a reality. And so to me, those say character-driven novels. And I found that really interesting to realize. So I'm going to look at that more. This character, let me just, and it was not disappointing. It was so multifaceted. And hopeful. It gave me a lot of hope. All right, so that is books. I think I mentioned that the next book I was going to listen to was Where the Sun Does Shine, or something like that, by... I will put the title and the name of the author right here. I have to return it tomorrow, I believe, and I just didn't feel like I could listen to the next book. Maybe that's something about character-driven books where there's so much to take in and digest after the book that I can't jump into the next book. And so I did not start a new audiobook this week. I do have some on loan, not The Sun Does Shine, that I can listen to first. So what I will do is return this book and put it back on my list so that it comes back into my listening library when maybe I'm ready for it. I just wasn't at the moment. Reading journal. Planner struggles update. This is a thing that I want to talk about too. So this has been going really well. What I was trying to do is a daily log. I was able to manage what would happen when I'm upstairs in my bed. I don't want to use my computer. I took some sticky notes and a pen. And so I can take the sticky note downstairs with me and stick it into here or transfer. But if I don't have the time, I can just stick them in here, which I thought was a really cool idea. So if I'm thinking of something when I'm already in bed, I use my sticky note pad. I take that one sticky note downstairs with me the next morning and stick it here. The struggle is that I'm daily logging, but I'm not doing anything with this. So there's so many ideas, so many thoughts, so many things I need to do. But have I done any of those? Not because it's in here. Maybe I'm still relying on my brain to tell me when I need to do something. So how I'm going to do that, I don't know yet. I'm also struggling. Here is my weekly list, because this is a Hobonichi Weeks that I'm using. I have the weekly pages. I'm not sure really how I want to use those. So, yeah. And I'm not checking, is there something that I need to do? I don't necessarily do any of those things. Weirdness. But I said I wanted to use a fountain pen in this, and I purchased a Pilot Kakuno with an extra fine nib. And the first one that came in was just not usable. It's not even in here. So here, this is what this looked like. It did not work at all. I tried getting into the tines. I couldn't even put a brass shim in there. It was super scratchy even after trying to tune it. So because I purchased this from Amazon, I decided, you know what, I'm going to return it. I ordered a new one. It came in. It was still very, very dry. The tines were super tight. And so this is what it started out as. And this is where I got after I put brass shims and some mesh. And so now it really works well. This is the nib. I bought a clear one, but I actually noticed I don't really like the clear Kakuno. So I just, because I had already inked this with this had the fine nib on here, I just swapped out the nibs so I could keep using this Kakuno. What I don't like about this Kakuno, though, is that it doesn't fit here. Look at this. And then it falls out as well. So I have to put it in from below, but it still is loose. So this is a pen fail for me. I don't like this at all. But it writes well and it works for now. So I can keep using this. I'm trying to take this to work with me because when I have thoughts at work, I want to be able to log those as well. So now I want to, two thoughts. I want to keep logging, daily logging, and just work hard on making this a habit. But I also want to develop strategies on how I can use those daily logs to get those into actionable items. Is there things that I need to do? Is there things that I can do? How am I, processing what is on these pages? That is still something that I haven't been good at. Planner update. That's it. Fountain pen extra fine. The next thing, I actually have two things I wanted to show you. Two new things. So maybe 3 is not extravagant hope, but new things. I love receiving this envelope every month, and I feel like I want to share. I haven't really gone through here much yet, and I want to see how I can use this in my weekly journal and what I want to pass along. These 3 cards were in this envelope here, in this glassine bag. There is quotes about deep breaths, I believe. So how is your journey? How is your story? And related to how we are at this current time in this world. I haven't even taken the time. That's my thing. I'm opening things up. Even with pen pal letters, I receive them and then I feel like my brain is so jumbled that I can't take the time to read them. So I haven't read those quotes yet. There is a card for good words for later. You can find joy in the journey, even if your direction detours. That's lovely. So we'll see how that works. Maybe why my brain is so jumbled at the moment is because I'm trying to daily log, but I'm still keeping so much stuff that I need to do in my brain. And I'm also getting ready for summer break. There's 3 major life events happening pretty soon. In May, my daughter is moving back home. In June, we will have my sister and her family over from Germany, and they're going to spend some time with us, which I'm so looking forward to both of those things, but I'm also super scared that it will derail my everyday life to the point that I need to get back into, that I'm struggling after they have left. And that's something that I'm always super scared. Well, I hope my daughter doesn't leave, but still, like, getting back into a groove with her at home, and once my sister has left, getting back into that groove, that really, I already can feel how that is back in my taking up so much space in my brain every day. And so I don't have patience for reading all of those things. And yeah, and then the last major life event is not something that, well, it affects me. My son is going to nationals again. That's a whole week of him being gone with my husband. So I need to figure out a way how to take care of the puppy, how not to how still to work. I have a super understanding supervisor, so we've been talking about maybe I'm going to just in for work instead of 4 days a week with a 6-hour shift. Maybe I'm going to go to do baby shifts so that I don't, I mean, it's still 2 months away, but it's only 2 months. And so I'm not sure that my puppy is at a place where I'm not overburdening my children, even though they're almost grown. He's a lot. And we, the parents, wanted the puppy, not the kids. So that's why I want to look through this with you and, decide what I'm going to do with this. So I want to read the back side. Maybe we can do that together. Dear you, there will be plenty of places where your path will veer or vary. Don't stop your stretching just because the route changes. I don't currently feel like this is geared to me. Maybe I know someone that I can gift this to. I know my daughter is moving back home, so this is definitely something that is relevant to her. There's a sticker sheet that I will add to my decorating stuff for my planner, my weekly journal. I'm so sorry. These are 2 quote cards and book recommendations. So one is Wondersmith by Jessica Townsend. I love disappearing into another world now and then, and this series has been a favorite. Morrigan Crow. Maybe I should read Who's in their post-Potter years, but realized I hadn't yet shared it here. There's so much hope inside imagination. Maybe I'll check this out because I know that my son loves to read. He has a class that's called Reading for Pleasure. And he's always on the lookout for books. So this might be a good series for him. Praise Song for the Kitchen Ghosts. Ours is not simply a table filled with good eating, but a story of garden and kitchen with the wisdom and survival whose relevance refuses to fade. A family and food that will leave you hungry. Maybe I should see if my library has a hard copy of this book. So I will put these quote cards to the side. I don't know why, but I don't listen to music. There's so much going on in my brain. It always just feels like it's jammed. So what I often do is put them to the side. These are all songs, and you could look them up and put them in your Spotify. And I just tuck them into letters that I sent to people. This is super cool. I loved getting these. She started doing this in January. April 24, Hope. Don't let one phase of the process stop you from experiencing it, all the rest. Onward. I love those. I still don't have my pin boards made, but I would love to tuck this there. So here's another cherry blossom. Around here, cherry blossoms. Spring is here where we are, and that means streets lined with pink-petaled trees and soft pink-petaled snow on the ground as they fall. Maybe I want to add this to my journal as well, because that is exactly how life is right here, as too. There's a sticker that is called Drink Your Water. Need to make sure I do that. Love More. I'm sure I can use this somewhere. And she always includes a letter that I haven't read yet. I told you I can't really sit down and do this. And this is always kind of a summary sticker of what she's talking about here. Almost, but not quite yet. So I'm going to tuck this here because I want to make time to read this. Don't let your brain bully you. Oh my gosh, this is so funny because this is exactly how I feel right now. I just talked about it earlier in this video. So I probably will put this in my journal somewhere. These are postcards. So in German we would say Postkarte, so that's why I say postcards. Still, so okay, the old way won't work anymore, but you will find a new way. It's another postcard. Even the bravest of hearts needs rest. I know someone I can send this to. I want to send this to someone. Not because of the quote here or the saying, but because of the lion. Seize your work, look around you. Tolstoy. Life is a shipwreck. That's what I think of when I read Life is a Shipwreck, but we must not forget to sing in the lifeboats. I don't know, but I find these quotes very depressing right now. They're not uplifting as much as I don't know. Be good to you. Yes, I just ordered 3 washi tapes. I'm very good to myself. But I'm a sucker for Scandinavian type folk art style things. And I just had to order those. I know, I said I don't need to order more. I'm going to pack this away again because I want to share something else with you. And then, okay, well, this, not this, but this. And then I'm going to sort it all out again. I've been hoarding those postcards again. Sometimes I tuck them in a letter. Sometimes I send them out to friends. I've been preparing for another challenge, because my brain bullies me. Challengey thing where I want to send out my stickers to friends. And so I'm not sending postcards, but that's a thing that I might want to take on later in the year, sending out lots of postcards so I can get them to good use. And then this was a book, I think it's a print on demand, and I hate when this happens to my books. You see this? This was in my Instagram ads, and I fell for it. It was only $9, $9.99. It's A Field Guide to Nature Journaling, written and illustrated by James Samuel Sisti. Don't know who this is, but I really liked his approach, and so I hope to be able to read this, possibly. And maybe I can put it into place or use it in my weekly journal. I don't think that this only pertains to nature. And nature looks different. If you're living in the city, your nature is different than mine. Okay, so swatches. Yes, I went on the pursuit of swatching all of my unswatched ink samples that I had in my stash. So now every single sample and bottle that is in my house has been swatched and added to my ink down box. These were the first that I did. There will be videos of all of those inks on my channel sometime soon, probably in June when I don't have as much time. And yeah, I'm so happy about that. Feels like, even though it didn't stress me out, it feels like I've achieved a milestone here. And I also I had a stack of swatch cards for my Rolodex that was just lying around, and what they needed was written on the back, and I hadn't done that yet. And so I put them all in here and wrote them down. And yes, I have sorted my Rolodex by ink brand name now, because most of the time when I do something or want to compare, I know the name of the ink. And so I just go and look for it, and I sorted those alphabetically. So if I want to go for a Robert Oster Tea Time, I just go here, Robert Oster Tea Time, and then there's that. So that's all the things that I wanted to share with you. And look at how many inks I swatched over time. Isn't this just fascinating? I wanted to get into my weekly journal. I haven't journaled in a long time. That swatching was a rabbit hole. I meant to actually update my journal on Thursday, but I didn't, which sucks. So here is where I am. So I did also inking up the Pilot Kakuno with black, like actual black ink. I noticed how much I really like, see, did you see how it fell out of the pen loop? I noticed how much I really enjoy this bold black, stark black contrast. And this pen is inked with Document Brown mixed with Document Black from the Atramentis. And it's what I used on this page. So I want to finish this page, but I don't even remember what I did there. And I want to then unink this, clean it, and fill it with black, and then continue journaling. But look at where we are. We are in this week. So what I'm totally going to do right now is add this here. Scissors don't seem to exist in my house. Yes, there is one. So yeah, I have some things that I want to write down for this week. And then maybe I can just finish that one weekly journal spread and then clean my pen. I think that would be a cool thing to do. So can I reduce this, or is that just not happening? I like to, when I have cardstock, I like to split the paper and just remove some of the thickness, but sometimes that's really hard, and you make this look not so nice. So let's try one more time. Okay, maybe two more times. Okay, here. And the cool thing would be if I could remove this whole thing all in one go without it breaking apart. Oh, I feel like I've gotten the thin layer on the front to remove. That is so cool. I love this. Look at this. Here. Look how thin this is now compared to this. I'm so excited that I was able to do this. So I want to have this so that the writing is on the edge here, and then I'm just going to cut this bubble off. Now I need some glue here. Are you watching Serial Nana? You should, because she has so many great ideas. She uses a book as a layer you know, when she's gluing things down and she's putting glue on the back. And I think that's so genius. Sometimes we have those notebooks that don't serve any purpose. The paper is so bad that you can't use it for anything. And then just using this so that the glue doesn't go anywhere else. I thought, why didn't I think of that? Tell me why. Okay, so where does it go? Right here. Bottom. And then I'm going to cut off this. So, what was I going to write? I don't know. That's bad. So I need to get a sticky note again so that I just remember what I wanted to put here. So this week I got a letter from, I have a quote from Cherise that I want to put in here. Cherise. What else? Oh, see, this is important too. Swatches. Preparing for me. My puppy is sick. The 8 pendant questions have finished-ish. There's still videos that I would like to share, but not the 19th was the official end date. And so I wanted to commemorate that. And then also I watched a video by Tom Otto of gold spot pens and ink journal about his collection, and that got me into thinking. So I want to write about that. Thoughts. I almost ordered a Platinum 3776, which I didn't. Did my flower sticker come in? I think so. It came in on Tuesday. Look at this. I want to add a sticker here. Flower sticker. Wow. Is that it? I think I can make, maybe the nature journal book. Do I want to put that in? Oh yes, I do want to. I found pants and they don't fit. Oh my gosh, I found Black Diamond Notions pants. They are stretchy cotton pants. They look so good. They feel good for the summer when you don't want to wear shorts, but they have such a tight leg, and I don't have big calves or anything, but they are too tight around my calves, even in XL, and XL is also already a little wider around my hips than I would need. But I was so bummed. Maybe I want to write that down. Bummed about pants. Oh, I also got new sneakers. I went shopping with my middle one. My youngest, not my youngest, my middle one. Groceries with Josh. Sneakers. We actually wanted to get him a pair of climbing pants, but we didn't. So, okay. Now, to find out. So my problem is I cannot keep doing this forever, because when will I ever catch up? And the other problem is, what happened here? So let me open my journal of shame. which is this. We are here. So, oh, yes, of course. So let me just write it down. Chat with Terry. Oh my gosh, I bought new nail polish. This one is it. It's Sally Hansen Extreme Wear. It looks really lovely. I haven't used it yet. Fuck, wow me. But I could put this here, nail polish. This came... I wanted to write about my currently inked pens here. Yeah, so what I'm probably going to do is put stickers here, stamps here about, and fill this in with my currently inked. This takes a lot of time. And then I'll write about this, and then I'm super happy with how this is going to turn out. Where are we at time-wise? So even though I'm super sorry that I never share my journaling things, I think I'm really set to do this right now. I think I'm going to start here and finish this. What do I need? Stamps. Which stamps do I need? See, here's the thing. Oh, Extravagant Hope came too. Oh, that's why. Yeah, I remember. That's why I have the sticker there. Let me check if I can use that currently ink stamp set for it. Maybe, possibly, hopefully. I need to go through here and take stuff out. So, in my ink journal, I used these two. Where are they? These two together. And I think two or 3 days. No, that is not correct. What I did was somewhere here when I inked them for March. Yeah, here. Can you see? Here. I did a swatching samples and things, so switching my inks and pens, and this I want to log here as well, but I think I want to put in more, like take up more space, but I don't know how. What could I possibly, well, actually, no. Is there a well? What could I put here? Do I want to put the stamp and the ink bottle and the pen here? That's a lot. Maybe I can go down right here and then go right sideways about the, well, then I could just stamp right from here. And I have 9 pens. So I think what I'm going to do, here's a trick, by the way. I also am planning on making a supplies video. I think I talked about this prior on a video. About what I use on a general basis. And if your stamps don't stick anymore or feel like they fall off, you can use a drop of dish soap and wash them and then let them air dry and they will stick much better again. Now, where's my ink pad? Right here. Oh, yeah, see, I wanted to add this to my journal as well, so I need to add this here. This is going to be fine. I'm going to be fine. Because my puppy is sick, we're not going to dog training class today, which means that I will have so much more time or not, because I also had plans to do stuff with my husband today. I have 9 pens inked in April. I'm filming this on the 21st of April, so when you see this, I will already be in May. And all of this is history. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I want to put this in I want to put it in color order, so I need to organize my pens by that. Let me see if I can remember. I need to put this here. This here. So when I say color order, what I do is I put this into, I put my currently inked into Fountain Pen Companion, and then I let it sort by the color, and that's the way it comes out. So I don't know if that is the correct way of sorting them by color, but it sure does make sense to me, ish, kind of. I think this goes here, and then this goes here. I can look in my currently inked list and see if this is correct. This one is my pens from my pen case pen that I still haven't used and done anything with. That is something that I want to tackle, but I also don't really know how I want to tackle it yet. I have a better idea. I talk about this all the time, but I don't want to overburden myself. I've already have a full plate, as I talked about earlier, and I think if I do too much, I'm gonna burn out. So my life is, I hope so, at least. Nope, this goes here, and then this goes here. And if I look at it from this angle, I think that's a really good sort. The way that Fountain Pen Companion sorts it, it looks pretty true to what I see with my eye. What was I going to tell you? Yes, so in May, and when you see this, you as the not Ko-fi member, I will probably make this available to you in May, so you already probably most likely have already seen what I'm attempting to do in May. I want to ink up a pen with one of my samples every day in May. If it works all the way through May, if I'm not failing, I hope I'm not. I wish I am. No, I'm not wishing. I'm trying to not put too much pressure on myself. I would love to continue journaling with it in this journal. And I am not filming along, but I'm pulling one sample every morning, filling a pen with it, and then putting an entry in my ink bullet journal, chronological ink log, pen log, whatever, my big book here. And just write a little snippet about how I feel about the pen and ink combination, and then I want to use that to write a little note to a friend, and either send my 2024 sticker. I decided, because as I said, I got this sticker in, and I'm sending this to all of my Ko-fi members. So I decided, because it's almost May right now. There's 9 more days left in May. I don't think I can pull it off sending these out next week. So instead of waiting all the way to the end of May, I'm incorporating sending these flower stickers to my Ko-fi members, and send the original idea was to send 2024 stickers to all of the friends that I haven't sent it to yet. But I realized I have quite a few Ko-fi members, and if I only send one a day, it almost takes up all of them of the month. But that's okay. As I said, I don't want to burn myself out with the project that I'm doing, and I think that is what I can handle. And so then it just has to, the 2024 stickers just have to wait a little while longer. And I'm going to check in at the end of May and see how it went, if it went really well, and I still have friends left that I want to send the 2024 sticker to, I might just do that and continue into June. So that's the thought that I have. And I will let you all know how things are going. So, okay. I think that's it. Cat is coming, a child is coming. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you again soon. Until then, bye.